Worth the Calories on tour, episode 4. And we are at the old McDonald's. Why? Because it is the launch day of their new Christmas menu. And it is a Grinch themed menu. Shaker fries, some random apple pie, McFlurry. Anyway, I'm very excited to try it. Which McDonald's am I at? You might recognise it. Lytham St Anne's. If you are from St Anne's, you live in Lytham St Anne's. If you are from Lytham, you live in Lytham. If you know, you know. I said on the last Worth the Calories that the KFC I visited in Cleveland was probably one of the best locations for a KFC because it had a Spoons next to it. Well, for me personally, this is one of the best locations of a McDonald's. Why? Because it's got a great big whacking Aldi next to it. And again, if you know, you know. Right, let's get into the old McDonald's and let's get the new Christmas menu and see what we're saying. Can I get some sweet and sour, please?
Yeah, of course. There you go.
Thank you, love. Cheers.
Thank you.
And here we go, the new Grinch menu in pretty much all its glory. There are a couple of things I missed. I think there's some sort of, I don't know if it's part of the Grinch menu, but it's like maybe a coconut latte or hot chocolate. Not got that, not interested. What I have got is the Grinch frozen lemonade. We've got a mini Mischief McFlurry, the Grinch Shaker Fries, which are dill pickle. I ended up getting a Grinch meal, so they're doing Big Mac, 9 nuggets, or a McPlant in a meal where you get the lemonade and the fries. You can get other bits as well if you don't want the lemonade and the fries. But you also get some Grinch socks in the meal. Let's have a look at these. I think these are calorie free, so we don't need to worry about the calories of these. There we go, in all their glory. So you get a pair of Grinch socks. That meal, by the way, which is, I got 9 nuggets, fries and a drink with the socks, is £9. And all of this was £22. £22 for a few items from McDonald's. I'm literally like, is it even run by Ronald McDonald anymore? I think it's run by the Hamburglar, because that is daylight robbery. Is it? I don't know. Maybe not in 2025, but yeah, £25 for a few Maccies items. Anyway, what else have we got? Stop waffling, Neil. We've got the Grumble Pie. And this isn't part of like the Grinch menu, as it were, but something that I can't wait to try is this new cheesy chicken stack. I think we're going to start off... No, shall I start off with some Grinch stuff? Yeah, let's start off with some Grinch stuff. Let's start off with the fries, because fries, McDonald's fries, needs to be hot. So, a bit like they've just had the World Heist menu. It's basically these shaker fries. Then sour cream fries were rank on the World Heist menu. They were awful. But these are gherkin flavour. I've seen people online say dill pickle. We've been to America the last couple of years and they do dill pickle crisps or chips if you're from across the pond, and they are banging. I absolutely love them. So I'm kind of hoping that's what these are going to be like. Yeah. Fries are just, I think the calories are, I've got the calories written down. It is worth the calories, Neil, so you kind of need to tell us, Chief. I know. The shaker fries, $3.45. So, medium fries from Maccies are $3.37. These are 8 calories more, which means this little seasoning pouch is 8 calories. We love Maccies fries. Never salted anymore, but we do love Maccies. That's dill pickle. Whoa, really knocked me out. Right, let me get that in the bag. It's actually nice. I'm in McDonald's. I can film inside. There's no stupid music playing, so no copyright issues. There is a bit of music playing, but I don't think the camera will pick it up. You definitely pick that up. Right, let's try. First thing, 345 calories. We love Maccies fries, dill pickle seasoning, or gherkin seasoning as they call it. Let's go. I've literally come in here at 11:30 in the morning, so they've only been doing the main menu half an hour, and I've been sat here nattering for a couple of minutes. These are stone cold chips. That dill pickle seasoning is bang on. Oh, it's really nice. If you've ever had dill pickle crisps, I don't think they sell them in this country. Definitely an American thing. Dill pickles are like sandwich pickles. Lidl do good ones. Actual pickles, not crisps. It's quite a subtle flavour, it's not overpowering. It's nowhere near as synthetic as the sour cream ones. They're proper decent. We're going to give them an 8 out of 10. Yeah, they're proper decent. I'm not going to judge them that they're cold. I'm judging them on the flavour. If I was judging them on being cold, McDonald's, they're flipping cack 4 out of 10. But in terms of the dill pickle flavour, they're lovely. If they were red hot with an extra smidge of salt on as well, they'd be a 9.5. But I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. Worth the calories? Yeah. Right, next thing I'm going to try is, let's have a bit of this drink. So, I'm a little bit not disappointed, but they've done these Sprite, like, fusion drinks, haven't they, recently? And they're all like 3-4 calories each, and I thought this would be calorie-free, but it's not. It's 105 calories for this frozen lemonade, so obviously quite a lot of sugar in there. I have no idea if it even says, like, what sort of flavour it is. No idea. It just says medium frozen Grinch lemonade. So let's give it a little cheeky suck and see if it's any good. Ooh. I think it's melon. I think it's a bit melony. It's got a bit of a tang at the end. That is really nice. It's got a bit of a tang. It's very sweet. I think it's like a melon lemonade. It's wrong time of year for a frozen drink, but is it the right time of year for a frozen lemonade? Because it's frozen. No, it's not frozen. It's the Grinch now. You know what I mean? It's cold. So you'd think you would get ice cold drinks. Does that make sense? No. I don't know. It's got a hint of melon. It's got a hint of lemon. It's quite sweet, but with a bit of a tart back kick. That is very, very nice. That'd be ace in summer. That would be absolutely top tier in summer. Yeah, that's really, really nice. That is another 8 out of 10, but 105 calories. Would I order it again knowing it's 105 calories? In summer, yes. In winter, no. But it does taste good. So I'm going to sit on the fence. 7 out of 10 worth of calories. Just. Do I need to review the nuggets? I'm not going to review the nuggets, but I'm going to have one. I actually only got this as a meal because I kind of worked it out, and it wasn't much to buy the fries, the drink, and I wanted the socks. Basically. It wasn't a million miles away. If you don't get sweet and sour sauce with your nuggets, there's something wrong with you. Cold again. Cost of living crisis in flipping McDonald's because you can't keep anything warm. Anyway, how good are nuggets though? Maccies, OG nuggets. I know the world heist menu last month or whenever it was. Yeah, well, you could have got them yesterday, I think. They had black pepper garlic. Just OG nuggets, that's all you need. Anyway, This is something I've been really looking forward to getting stuck into, which is not kind of part of the Grinch menu, but it's part of the new Christmas menu, cheesy chicken stack. So basically, I don't know if it's a McCrispy or a McSpicy burger, but you've got lettuce, you've got like a spicy maybe tomato. Yeah, spicy tomato or chili sauce, lettuce. You've got a great big cheese dipper, because they're back. I've not got them, I've had them too many times. Piece of chicken, some cheese, and then that like spicy relish on the bottom of the burger. And this bad boy this hasn't been updated in NutriCheck yet, so I can't really see any of the other macros. I assume it's got a reasonable amount of protein in it because it's a chicken burger. But this is 730 calories. That's quite hefty. That is quite hefty, but let's try and get the perfect bite. I want a bit of sauce, bit of cheese, bit of chicken, and I want a big... So we've got cheese slice and this grilled chicken bit here. Come on. Amazingly, that's actually hot. Well, it's certainly warm. It is certainly warm. And it is banging. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's got a right goo with that cheese. I was a bit worried it'd be cold. Is there a cheese ball? Is there a cheese ball? Not bad. Not bad. That cheese is lovely. It's very mild, but very creamy. That spicy relish is perfect because the cheese is quite creamy and rich. That little bit of spice just says, oh, that is delicious. And I think it's a McCrispy, not a McSpicy. It's got a bit of heat to it, but I think that's just from the tomato sauce rather than the actual patty. I'm going in. One more big bite. That's it. We're just having enough. I haven't got the calories to eat anymore. Will I be having another one of them? Absolutely. That cheesy chicken stack is a banger. That is class. Oh, so good. That is a 9.5. It's quite calorific at 700 calories, but it's got 2 lots of cheese on there and a fried chicken burger, and it's a decent size as well. 9.5 out of 10. Defo worth the calories. We've done fries. We've had a cheeky nug. We've had a drink. Sweet stuff. Let's get in. Let's get in. So we've got the Grumble. I'm going to go McFlurry first. I'll tell you why. Because I always, if I bite that pie and I go McFlurry, it'll set my teeth on edge. So we've got the Mischief Mini McFlurry. I don't know what it is. It's got red sauce in there. It's got little green bits in there. I don't know what the flavours are meant to be. I'm just going to try and guess. Let's get in. By the way, this is just a mini McFlurry, and this is coming in at 160 calories, which I think's all right. I've no idea what the green bits are meant to be. They're just like little bits of crystallised sugar, I think. Yeah, not a biscuit or anything. I think that sauce is just a tomato sauce. Now, that would have been random. Like a strawberry sauce. I love a McFlurry, but that, it's a bit meh. Being white, green and red, it kind of kicks in. They've also got this one out as well, which is the chocolate brownie. I wish I got that one. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's 160 calories, which is great for a fairly decent amount of ice cream. But would I order it again? No, I wouldn't. So it's all right. It's a 5 out of 10. And for me personally, I think there's much better McFlurries out there, so that one isn't worth the calories. And the last one. The last is the Grumble Pie. A green short crust pastry pie with a spiced apple and cranberry filling. And custard. And custard in there as well. I love a McDonald's apple pie. They're definitely getting smaller. Look at the size of that. I think this is 283 calories for that. Anyway, let's see what it tastes like. Pastry doesn't taste any different to a normal apple pie pastry, even though it's green. Custard. The custard's sweet and this sort of spiced apple cranberry. It's quite sour. It works. It works. It's nice. It's all right. And as always, when you buy a pie and a McFlurry, do I prefer that pie over a standard apple pie? No. But it is nice. It is nice. Would I have it again? I probably would, actually. I probably would. So, where was I? I can't flipping remember. I felt like McDonald's were targeting me then. They didn't want me to record because I said, it's all good in here, isn't it? It's really good. No copyright, blah, 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 no loud music blaring. And then suddenly they put some music on that was as loud as, like, I'm like, are we in a nightclub here or something? God, I sound so flipping old, don't I? But yeah, they just put on the loudest music. I'm like, they know I'm filming or something like that. I have no idea. Anyway, I've just been to get a bag to take some of the bits home for the other half to try later on, and the music was blaring throughout the restaurant. It wasn't just in the corner that I was sat in. But anyway, there we go. Did I even rate that pie? The pie was decent. Did I say I'd have it again? Yes, and I would have it again. Like, not as good as a normal apple pie. A normal apple pie is a good 9 out of 10. We'll give that a 7.5 out of 10 and worth the calories. Overall, what are we rating this Christmas menu, or the bits that I've tried? Because the Big Tasty's back with a double Big Tasty. Well, like I said, there's a few other hot drinks and a couple of other bits, another McFlurry that I didn't get. But for what I've got, like the Grinch bits, I thought the fries were really decent. Definitely would have them again. I think this is decent. I'm just a bit gutted it's 105 calories. That possibly would stop me ordering it again, but it's nice. That's why I sat on the fence with it. That cheesy chicken stack was class. I'll definitely be having another one of those before the menu finishes on the 4th of January. So overall, I'm going to say the majority of that menu was definitely worth the calories. I think the only one that I thought was a bit disappointing was that McFlurry. It was just very bang average, and there's much better options out there. I wouldn't have it again. And yeah, there was nothing to go, oh, it's worth the try, just to try that. And then, no, I want to try the brownie one. Anyway, overall, we're giving the McDonald. I'm out. Forget it. Overall, I'm going to give it, an 8 out of 10. And most of it, definitely worth the calories.